Yesterday evening, Phra Ajahn had the novices calm their minds before entering the water pavilion. The novices prepared their nisitana at their sitting places. The nisitana is a meditation pad, which prevents the saffron robes from becoming dirty when sitting and prolongs the use of the robe. The novices assisted their monastery mentors with the nampana very well. Helping Phra Ajahn is a way for the novices to dilute their ego, but for Phra Ajahn, it allows him to notice and evaluate their true selves. The novices poured the nampana for one another, reflecting their bonds and intimate relationships. Phra Ajahn led the novices to the grove for the daily cleaning activity. Taking care of the dwelling is a strict routine to keep the lodging clean. This is one of the forest monks' codes of etiquette, set by Ajahn Chah. This service act is also a way to keep the novices from sitting still and getting some exercise. Afterward, the 12 novices moved to the Uposatha hall. Some Buddhists, including Khao Pan, a former novice from True Little Monk, Thailand, Year 7, participated in the evening chant as well. The novices were able to chant more fluently than before.
Your Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One, apparent here and now, timeless, encouraging investigation, leading inwards, to be experienced individually by the wise.
For yesterday's evening lesson, Phra Ajahn provided a video clip of Ajahnญญาธรรม, the abbot of Wat Pa Ratanawan, telling the story of a man with a bear cub.
He went out one day along a riverbed and he saw on an island in the middle of the river a baby bear.
A man brought up a cub as his own son, but one day the bear disappeared for weeks. He could not help but miss the bear, so he went looking for him in the forest.
And then he saw the bear and he was carrying a walking stick, and so he walked up to the bear and started telling it off. You know, why haven't you come back, and talking to it, and he started poking the bear to send back to the hut. And the bear started growling at him. He just thought that the bear was kind of a bit in a bad mood. And he started poking it and directing it back to the hut, and then forcing the bear to go along the path back to the hut. And he looked down and he saw on his porch was his bear. The bear he was with was a wild bear, fully grown wild bear. And he realized that his bear had come back while he'd been away, and he was been forcing this wild bear to come along with him. Why did that wild bear attack me and eat me and, kill me when I started telling it to go back and that? And he realized it was because he had absolute love for that bear.
This story teaches that if we have compassion and kindness towards another, they will certainly feel it. พระอาจารย์ shared the story of the Buddha when King Bimbisara offered half of his kingdom to Siddhartha.
Okay, so King Makata, he very impressed and he invite the Buddha to share his land. You can have half of my kingdom.
After that, Siddhartha began to torment himself, which at that time was widely considered a method to achieve enlightenment. However, this act was too arduous for a human being.
He cut down his eating from the bowl in half and then half and then 1 gram of rice. So very small. Yeah, so he's very skinny, see? Almost.
And then he turned normal.
Yeah, he almost died. He very faint when he stand up. He faint. Yeah. So
And at the end they kept fading him.
so after he almost died, and then I think there was the goat keeper come and then feed him with the milk, so he recovered and he understand that by doing this it doesn't go anywhere. Even though he torment his body, he almost died. So he decided he gonna go the middle way. The middle way meaning not indulge in the sense pressure and not torment yourself to death.
Siddhartha was not sure whether he would achieve enlightenment. So he tried dropping a rice tray into the river. The tray began to flow upstream as he'd wished. Then Mara came and tried to prevent him from achieving enlightenment.
It's a
The
Payaman,
Mother Earth came
Mara.
down and then they
Mother
told
Earth
him,
is like,
Mara. So the Mara come first time when the Buddha want to renounce the palace, renounce his wife, his son. He come and stop. I will make you the emperor within 7 days.
"Who's the green guy?"
Yeah, this is Mara, the Payaman, Payamara.
That was when Buddha had been cut.
But the Buddha said, no, I want to seek for enlightenment.
Then Mother Earth appeared and squeezed water from her hair, creating a massive flood that destroyed Mara's troops.
Every time when the Buddha accumulate the parami, he will pour the water, right? When people come and give the food to you, they will pour the water. That called the กรวดน้ำ they put the water. So all the water that Buddha done in the past many life, it also collect in the Mother Earth. So the Mother Earth come and then squeeze all the water and it flood the whole Mara army. It's all gone.
After listening to the story of the Buddha, Pra Ajahn also shared the noble lineage, which is the fourfold tradition practices of the noble ones.
Lineage means tradition or the line. So we belong to the noble one. The noble is Arya. The fact that we dress like this is called the noble, the Arya. So what is the meaning of noble lineage? In Thai it's called Bangsa or Wong, Arya Wong, Arya Bangsa.
The noble lineage is those who concentrate on practicing and detaching from worldly desires. Afterwards, Pra Ajahn divided the novices into groups to review the 10 precepts, which they have to be able to recite before the Konisai ceremony with Luang Ta Anek.
อนุญญาสิโฆภควาสามเณรานัสสะสิกขาปทานิเทสุจานัสสามเณเรหิสิกขิโตวิคาลโภชนาเวรมณีนัชฌคีติตาวิสุกทัสสนาเวรมณี
Although the evening activity had come to an end, the novices still need to practice by themselves in order to become good followers of Buddhism. The sixth day of ordination began under a clear sky. Phra Ajahn and the novices went for alms around the houses near Wat Ba Sai Ngam as usual. Wat Ba Sai Ngam was established by the faithful of Det Udom and is located in the heart of the community, near the Det Udom downtown area. Wat Ba Sai Ngam is an important monastery and has been a center of faith for both the people and visitors of Det Udom for a long time. Every morning, the elders and their children wait to offer alms in front of their houses. For the monks, the alms round is an important necessity, as it encourages industriousness and also eliminates defilement in their minds. Well-behaved and respectful monks will receive firm faith from the layman. Today, a big crowd of faithful from various regions of Ubon Ratchathani province participated in offering alms along the alms round path. As today is a weekend, the novices' families also join the alms offering. In addition to adults, students from schools in Det Udom also came to make merit this morning. Former novices from True Little Monk and their siblings volunteered to be temple boys, helping Phra Ajahn and the novices carry the offerings. The little novices were able to properly receive the offerings and carry the alms bowls, and put on the saffron robes more neatly than before. The little novices always assist Phra Ajahn and the preceptors. On this morning, after a week of ordination, Phra Ajahn allowed the novices to meet their families and relatives. Meanwhile, Phra Ajahn kindly took the novices whose families couldn't show up today to do other activities. After that, Phra Ajahn had the novices recite the 10 Precepts again.
Anunyasiko bhagava
Samaneranang thassa sikha patani Tesu ja samanere hisikhitum Panati pata veramani Athinnathana veramani.
There were some novices who still missed their families after the meeting this morning. So Phra Ajahn took them for a walking meditation around the eating hall.
What can you do to make your parents happy?
I don't know. I've never been involved with my parents for this long before. So
What is the longest?
1 day,
1 day.
3 days. I've only been in a camp with my parents.
Oh, okay. You know you joined the camp, but your parents are always with you.
At breakfast time, Phra Ajahn reminded the novices to be calm and focused when eating. Novices who could be mindful were allowed to get their meals first. Phra Ajahn asked some of the novices to become role models for the other novices.
And hope that you can continue, can keep a good action and be a good example to all your younger friends.
After they collected their meals, Phra Ajahn asked to check whether they took the proper amount of food in their bowls.
I wouldn't think you can finish it. Are you sure you can finish it? You want to take it out now? No. You can finish it, Not the last one. The last one I give you 10 polo peg for today. If you eat the last one, I give you 10 polo peg. You can finish it quickly, then okay. Sure? That's it.
Then Phra Ajahn and the novices started chanting.
Yatha varivaha pura paripurenti sakarang just as we were full of water, entirely full of the sea. Evam me vaito tinnang petanang upakapati.
Just like a small stream can fill the ocean, an offering dedicated in this realm can reach those who have passed away. The meaning of the first part of the chant reflects the Buddhist concept of doing good deeds for others. There are still many more lessons for the novices to learn in order to be respectful monks who act according to monastic practices of sila and virtue throughout the ordination. After breakfast, the novices and Pra Ajahn washed the alms bowls as usual. According to Ajahn Chah, there is a rule from the Vinaya which states that when doing any task, such as collecting alms and washing the alms bowls, sweeping the floor, fetching water, or tidying up the eating hall, talking is not permitted, and the monks will have to be focused. On this morning, Pra Ajahn tested the novices on being quiet when washing the alms bowls.
Now is Arti. How old are you?
8.5. I'm half now.
Arti, you talk. You want to continue another 2 rounds. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Thailand. Gongtep.
Okay, please. The other 1 round.
Why?
You talk.
After this period of silence, some of the novices had a conversation about hell, according to a video they watched. Naraka, or hell, is the place where Buddhists believe those who commit sins will be punished from Yama or the devil.
He shows the meaning of hell. And he shows you a person that went to hell before to describe the feeling in hell.
Oh.
I still remember the video. It's stuck in my head. Blade, it's stuck in my head. I have
Sit down.
I have a bad night. Spiky walks to get up to heaven. A cow is. No. And demons, yeah, stab them with pitchforks. Yeah, at the to not let them climb up. And then like this. If you climb up, you will get to heaven.
After washing the utensils, Pra Ajahn had the novices prepare the requisites and bring them to the water pavilion. This was their first time to practice holding the requisites elegantly.
How to shoulder?
One shoulder.
On left is put here. Turn.
Okay, turn.
Turn for shoulder.
Okay, like this, huh? Like this. Can you do it like this? Just very easy only. Okay?
Pra Ajahn took the novices to see the heart-leaved moonseed trees, which have been used as a punishment these past few days. The bitterness of the heart-leaved moonseed terrifies the novices, although it has many benefits. After walking around the monastery and learning about nature, Pra Ajahn taught the novices how to place the requisites before teaching them to offer nampana. The novices practiced these acts in order to assist Pra Ajahn appropriately. Pra Ajahn taught the novices to place their seats in consideration to Pra Ajah's age.
Now we come for the learning about the asana. You know asana meaning for sitting. Asana like this. Usually is for the senior monk or some monk is more senior. We can put 2. And second monk like this 1.
Pra Ajahn also taught the novices how to offer nampana or refreshing drinks to the monks in detail.
You have a look around for more respect, like offer the offering. It's when you want to offering to the Long Ta or who is a senior monk, you can look around how is it very good. It's easy to he take it like this. When or he sit like that, you can turn here, like this.
After offering the nampana lesson, Pra Ajahn had the novices practice meditation in order to be focused. Meditation is a part of anapanasati. Anapanasati is the mindfulness practice from breathing. Anapanasati practice consists of 4 postures: sitting, standing, walking, and lying down. Each person can practice the preferable and appropriate posture to reach mindfulness peacefully.
Every day, meditation every day, before you to do something, before you move, before you go, before you coming, and breathing to deep, breathing deep, and breathing out, breathing in something. It's meditate. Sitting, standing, walking, same. We form the mind. My body, speed of mind is from the mind. Body, never mind. Sometimes we pain, sometimes we.
To control breathing by using the Putto mantra is just to lead the mind. After a while, the breathing would become the only focus. After doing the sitting meditation, the novices practiced a standing meditation, which is to stand calmly, placing the feet in a firm position, putting the right hand on the left hand, just as in a sitting meditation, or allowing both hands to hang down at the sides.
We can thinking about it, how we like what we prepare about sit and stand, and we can practice like this. We have a lot, you have a lot thinking, but now you want to clean, you want to overcome from that. The people, many things a lot more.
When practicing a walking meditation, one should count the steps and observe which foot is moving to remain mindful.
Keep walking, DJ. Focus. Put, toe, put, toe, put, toe, put, toe, put, toe, put, toe. Stop. Now turn around. Put, toe, toe, put, toe, put, toe.
No matter which posture of meditation is used, they all lead to mindfulness in every breath and step. This is the way to focus on the present, not the past nor the future. In this afternoon's learning activity, the 12 novices were honored by the presence of Pra Ajahn Stephen Jemba Kabugoza, a Ugandan Buddhist monk who has traveled from America to visit and give sermons to them at Wat Ba Saingam. Pra Ajahn and the monastic mentors joined this session and introduced Pra Ajahn Stephen to the little novices with great respect.
Pra Ajahn Puttarakita was born in Uganda. He was a Christian before he became a Buddhist. He's been a Buddhist monk for 16 years. Before he ordained in 1990, he was a student in India. He met 2 Thai monks who inspired him a lot to learn Buddhism. He ordained in the United States and returned to Uganda to introduce Buddhism.
The novices prostrated themselves in front of Pra Ajahn Stephen and presented flower garlands individually. Pra Ajahn kindly blessed the novices and gave them souvenirs.
Chataro damawantante ayuano sukambala mibana pacheyo hoto mibana pacheyo hoto Okay, good. Okay, good.
Pra Ajahn Stephen was the first monk to spread Theravada Buddhism to Africa. Even though he was considered eccentric at the beginning due to his simple ways of life, the Ugandan people began to open up and accept him. In 2005, Pra Ajahn Stephen established the Ugandan Buddhist Center, or UBC, the first Buddhist place in Africa. Pra Ajahn Stephen shared his photos and stories with the little novices.
You see here, you are in a big temple here, but in Uganda there was no temple. So I started Buddhism using this tent. This is the first temple in Uganda. I call it mobile temple.
Pra Ajahn Stephen showed many photos taken when he was trying to spread Buddhism in Uganda until it was accepted. The novices were interested and asked questions eagerly.
So from a tent to a temple like this, who would like to come to Uganda and visit me in this temple? Raise your hand. Wow, that's very good. You're welcome.
Then Pra Ajahn Stephen showed videos of the routines of Ugandan monks, which are similar to those of Thai monks. He also explained how challenging it was to spread Buddhism in Africa.
What challenge do you think I must have faced?
In speaking in Pali.
Yeah, yes. Wow, yes, language problem. So then sometimes I chant in Pali language and they don't understand Pali language. That's very good. Going for arms round, we don't put on shoes. Do you put on shoes here? No, we walk barefooted. In Uganda, when you walk barefooted, that means you've lost your relative. So they were just say, oh, sorry, you lost your relative. Because we only walk barefooted during funerals. When I go for arms round in Uganda, they ask me, how much are you selling the arms bow? So they want to buy it. People saw me with the arms bow. Then they say, oh, you see the man carrying a bomb. So they thought there was a grenade. Grenade. So they were so scared. Then I said, no, this is arms bow. Then I said, come and look. There's nothing, it's not dangerous.
After the videos ended, Pra Ajahn taught the novices how to meditate in the way of the Ugandan monks.
And all of you do like this. I like you to feel the breath, because most people breathe in, breathe out. They don't know how the breath feels. All right? Do like this. Breathe in, breathe out.
It feels a bit hot.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
Warm.
Yeah, warm breath. That's what I want to hear. Mindfulness of the breath. Sometimes warm, sometimes cool.
Then Pra Ajahn asked them about what challenged them during the ordination. The novices' answers varied due to their experiences.
You see, when you see the challenge as a problem, that's a big problem. But if you see the challenge as an opportunity, then there's no problem. I'm telling you, I had the same challenge. I went to meditate in Burma and wake up time was 3. Sleep time was 10. But I never forgot about it. Every time in my life, I say, wow, I did a good job. I spend more time to train my mind.
Many of the novices explained their experiences to Pra Ajahn.
Being away from my parents for so long.
Oh, being away from your parents for so long. All what you have to do, may my parents be well, happy, and peaceful. May my parents be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. So now, let me tell you one thing. I'm going to share something with you. There is no person I know who is happy than your parents that you are here.
After they shared their experiences, Pra Ajahn divided the novices into groups to practice mindfulness through the Stone of Mindfulness activity.
When you touch the stone, what do you feel?
I feel smooth.
Smoothness? I like you to feel it.
Texture.
Yes, I would like to feel the hardness of the stone, the softness, the warmness, and all these things. Now, mindfulness game.
Each of the novices tried to stack up the stones as high as they could in their own way, with close assistance from Pra Ajahn Stephen.
Okay, don't get frustrated. Just keep going. Keep going. Very good, very good. Yeah, put a small one.
Afterward, Pra Ajahn Stephen asked the novices to share what they had learned from the Stone of Mindfulness activity. Each of them explained what they had learned to Pra Ajahn and their friends.
What was your challenge, and what did you learn from it?
The challenge was the stones, they're not balanced, and I shot it, and there was one that the stone was like a circle, and I put a flat one on top, and I was like, what? And then I kept running, and then my record was 6.
Did you try again and again and again?
Yeah.
And you failed?
Yeah.
Again and again and again? What do you learn from it?
Too many times.
What do you learn from this?
Patient.
You learn patience. That's very, very, very good.
One of the challenge was like putting the rock in the right spot, because if it's too on the left, it will lean to the left. If it's too on the right, it will lean to the right. So we must like be right in the middle, and we should not go like too much or too little. We should stay in the middle.
Yeah, so you have to balance, in other words.
Yes.
There must be a sense of balance.
Yeah.
And mindfulness is very important to bring that sense of balance.
Before the activity ended, Pra Ajahn Stephen asked the novices to recite the 10 precepts. They could do it smoothly and precisely.
That's very good. I'm really impressed.
Little by little, the achievement of the novices' efforts is being witnessed. Pra Ajahn Stephen kindly blessed the novices.
Sabbadamanubhavena sabbasanganubhavena sada soti bhavantu te sadhu sadhu sadhu.
As the activity ended, a representative of the novices thanked Pra Ajahn Stephen for teaching them.
I would like to thank you, Ajahn
Buddharakita.
Buddharakita, for coming all the way from America to Ubon. And thank you for sharing your life with us, how you went through from being a Christian to being a Buddhist, and sharing that you were the first one who built a temple in Uganda.
Thank you for coming from America to Udon and teaching us your feelings, your challenges, your life, and how you changed from being a Christian to Buddhist, and teaching us mindfulness, patience, and calmness.
Although Pra Ajahn Stephen was born in a place where nobody knew about Buddhism, with his faith in monastic ways and the Dhamma, he brought Buddhism to this land to let people learn, follow, and develop themselves with the Buddha's teaching. Just like the novices, regardless of their race or religion, there is nothing to obstruct their opportunities to learn.